Okay, so this is question number 7. It's on linear programming paper 2. So it means you're going to have a room, the graph paper, pencil, and everything that's needed for mathematics. So answer the whole of this question on a sheet of graph paper. So Mapulanga's carpentry shop makes 2 types of chairs. Okay, type A and type B. So it means here we need to know that we have type A. So we have type A and type B like this. Okay, so we need to understand the question clear. So type A and type B for sale. The cost of making 1 chair of each type is this. So which means to make the cost of making 1 chair of each type is 2,000 kwacha. So 1 chair. This is talking about chair. Then the shop has 140,000 available for making chairs. Clear? Then again, the number of chairs of type A must be at least 20, while that of type B must be at least 10. So it means you're going to come up with the inequality. So I'm saying that if X is the number of chairs of type A and Y the number of chairs of type B. So it means X is A, so I have X here, and you have Y. So write 3 inequalities which represent these conditions. So they want us to write 3 inequalities. So we need to know that A stands for X, B stands for Y. So I'll read again. Maplanga's carpentry shop makes 2 types of chairs, type A and type B, for sale. The cost of making 1 chair of type each type is this, which means the cost of making each type of chair is this one. Then the shop has 140,000 available for making chairs. So which means here we need to come up with a statement here, the inequality here, because they're saying that the cost of making 1 chair of each type, which means each type costs 2,000. Clear?
Yes.
So which means we can say this A, which is type A, costs 2,000.
Yes.
And also type B costs what? 2,000 as well. All together. So need to be very careful here, because they said that the cost of making 1 chair of each type, which means type A and type B, each type costs 2,000. Clear?
Yes.
Then the shop has 140,000 available for making chairs. So which means chairs, when you add this and this together, we need to get what you call 140,000. 140,000 together. Good. So now, we need to come up with the inequality here. So when you add this will be 2,000x plus 2,000y altogether. So it will be 2,000x plus what? Plus 2,000y. Then, since the total amount of money available is 140,000, so must be less than or equal to 140,000 altogether here.
Yes.
Then now here we can try to divide. How many zeros are here? 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3 altogether. Then you have 2 years what? So it will be 1, so it will be just x. Then plus 2 here is what? Also have y. Then less than or equal to. Then 2 into 14.
So it is
700. So this is the first equation. Altogether, this will be our first equation for the statement given here. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Then again we have.
How do you know that that one is less or equal?
Because the total amount available is this one. So it means whatever that we're going to buy must be less than this amount of money given example, like you go maybe Pick and Pay, you have a 50 kwacha, which means whatever that we are going to buy must be less than 50 kwacha, because that's the amount of money that we have.
All right.
Clear? Because whatever that we are going to buy must not exceed this total amount that we have. Clear? That's why I'm putting this. Whatever thing that you buy here must be less than or equal to 1/4. I mean, to this amount of money you have. Clear?
Okay.
Good. Then now, again, you say the number of chairs of type A. So type A is Xi,
Yeah.
so which means X here. The number of chairs for type X, type A, must be at least, so at least greater than A. So when the word at least is used, at least, which means we need to use a greater or equal to Y, which is the maximum, I mean, minimum amount, so greater or equal to what? To 20. Clear? While that of type B must be at least 10. Which means here Y is what? Greater than or equal to what? 10 as well. So which means here, so I'm saying that according to the question, they're saying that the number of chairs of type A is Xi, must be at least 20, which is this one, so X greater than or equal to 20, because at least means greater than 20. Okay, then again, while that of type B must be at least what? 10 again, which means we put a 10 here. Clear?
Yes.
Good. So here, since this is 140,000, so we have zeros 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you cancel 1, 2, 3, even here 1, 2, 3, even here 1, 2, 3. Which means here I'll remain with you 1, 4, 140. So 2 into 140 is 70, in fact, not 770. Right? Clear? Of 70. So now, so you write these equations. I'll demonstrate how you're supposed to write them, right? But you need to write them on the graph paper. Yes. Good. So now we go to the question. Question A: if the number of chairs of type A and Y, if X is the number of chairs of type A and Y the number of chairs of type B, write the three inequalities which represent these conditions, right? So we have written how together. So this is for max. Just imagine for max, right? Then I'll go to question B. Using a scale of 2 centimeters, present 10 units or 10 chairs on each axis, right? So it means y-axis and x-axis, we need to use it. 2 centimeters present what? 10 units, right? Yes. On each axis. So draw x and y axis for, so x from 0 to 70 and also y from 0 to 70 respectively, and shade the unwanted region to show clearly the region where the solution of the inequalities lie. So which means we need to write a scale now. We need to get a graph paper. We write numbers from 0 to 70 on the x-axis and y-axis as well from 0 to 70. So I'll now get a graph paper. I'll get my graph paper here. Okay. So this is my graph. So I've drawn a line here on x-axis. So I'll put this is x-axis. So now, since I said that I need to write numbers from 0 to 7, so this is the 10, the 20, 30, 40, 50 here, 60 here, 70. This is x-axis, huh? X-axis. Apart from that, I need to know that the x-axis present what? Type A. Is it type what?
Type A.
Type A. So type A here. Then again here on y-axis, I need to write also numbers from 0 to what? 0 to 70. So 10, 20, right? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 altogether. Then I also indicate y-axis side. Okay. Then don't forget to write the quantity of this type what?
Type B.
Type B. Don't forget the quantities. So this type B, type A, type A, like this, right? Altogether. Then now from here, we get, so I can write the inequalities here. So for inequalities, what I'm saying, so I'll write this question 7 here. I'll write question 7 here. The question 7a. Question 7a. The question is saying, write the three inequalities. So my three inequalities, the first one is x plus y must be less than or equal to 70, right?
Yes.
Then the second one is what?
X
Is x greater than or equal to 20? 20, okay. Then the third one is y greater than or equal to 10. So these are the three inequalities. Right? Then now I need to put these inequalities now on the graph paper. Right? So I'll start with I can start with n. So I'll start with this number 1, the first inequality. Right? So the first inequality is saying x plus y. Okay, I will just put equals here 7. So since there's x and y here, so I need to make a table value. Right? So I make a table value for x and y like this. Then I'll do like this. Okay, then I'll do this. Clear?
Yes.
Then I'll use 0 here and 0 here. Clear? So I'll use the 0, 0 here. So now I'll use this equation to complete the table. Yes. So these values don't ask me to put my numbers. Numbers quite choker. You just think of the number, any number you want. If you want, can use 0, 20 or 0, 30, whatever number you want. But for me, I'm comfortable with 0, 0 altogether. Yes. So now I will use this equation to say x plus y is equal to 70. Yes. Clear? So if x, as you can see, x will have what? 0. So if x is 0, what will be y? So I put a 0 here, then plus y, then is equal to 70. So 0 plus y is what? Y. So y is equal to what? 70, which means I'm going to put a 70. Then again, I'll also finish the remaining table. So again, I'll say x plus y is equal to 70. Yes. So x, I don't have a value here. Then plus what's y? 0. Then is equal to what? 70. Then what I'm going to do here, so x plus y, so 0, I mean x plus 0 is x, yes. Then is equal to 70. So I'll put a 70 here. Okay. So now I'll go to the graph paper. Yeah. So I need to plot now. So I'll start with 0, 7. So I'll go here. I'll say, okay, it's my graph paper. So 0, this is 0, yeah. 70 is here on top, right? It's on top. Then again, the next value is what? 70.10. So, okay, 70.0. So 70.0 is here. Okay. Then now I need to join the two lines all together. I need to join the two lines. I mean, the 2 points, eh? Yeah. These 2 points, I need to join them from here to here. Okay. So I need to join the points. So you draw the line like this. So you join the 2 points. This point and this point, you join them. So it will look like this, eh? To look like this, clear? To look like this. Okay. Then again, you go to the next equation, which is this one, which is x greater than. So now before that we need to shade. So this sign is what? This sign is less than, eh? So the part which is less than is the part which is below, eh? So now as we do the opposite, yeah. We shade the greater than. So to shade the part which is above here, like this. Clear? Yes. Shade the part which is above, eh? Like this, eh? Since the sign is what? Is less. So this side is less. So we shade above. We should do the opposite, eh? Yes. Then again we go to the next equation, which is x greater than 20. So it means we go in x-axis on 20. Yeah. So then the 20 up x-axis 20. 20 up. Then now you draw the line in y-axis. So you draw a line like this. Clear? Clear. Draw line like this. Okay. So This one, don't forget to name it. This one is x plus y less than or equal to 7 times.
Yeah.
Clear? Then now this one, we check for the sign. The sign is a what?
This one is
Greater. So the sign is greater, which means the side which is greater is the right hand side. Which means that's we shade the less part, which is what on the left hand side. So we shade this part. Right? Then you name it. Don't forget to name it. This is what? X greater than or equal to 20. Good, like this. Don't forget to name it. Then again, we go to the last part, which is the y greater than or equal to 10. So it means we go in y-axis. This is y-axis. So you go like this 10 here. 10 is here together. 10 is here. And what do? You draw a line now in x-axis like this. Okay, do like this. Like this. Then the sign here is what? Is greater. So shade the rest part, which is this part, which is below. So shade the below part like this. This part is what?
Y.
So y greater than or equal to 10. Okay. So which means we are done with plotting.
Yes.
We're done with plotting. So this is how the plotting part will look like. It's clear? So now we go to the next question now, which says question C. Question C read, given that the profit on type A shares is 60. Okay, so this one will form a constant equation, equate a constraint. So type A is 60, and 60 we know that type A is x. So it means we're going to write 60 x out together. 60 x. Okay. And on type B is 30 out together. It means to be plus 30 what? 30 y. So how many shares of each type should be made for maximum profit? So it means we need to pick the points. So this will be our equation for the constant equation. So we need to pick the points. we need to pick the points here. So pick how many corners we have here. So we have 1 here, 2 here,
3.
and 3 are together. So we can pick a point here. So we'll pick a point. So the first point here will be this one. This one here. This one will be 20, 10. So we pick the first one. The first point will be 20, 10. Okay. Then the next one, if you can do this, the next one will be what? You can pick again here. You can pick here. It will be 60, 10. Clear? 60, 10. Okay. I'll solve this one from this end. So question C here. Okay. So I said the first one is what? The first one is 10, 10. Okay. So 20, 10. Okay. The next one will be 60, 10. So it's again, it's a 60, 10. Then the last one will be this one, which is 20, 50. Clear? So 20, 50. So 20, 50 like this. So now I'll use the constant equation. So the equation was a 60x, which is 60x plus 30 y. So even here I'll use the same 60x plus 20y. Even here 60x plus 20y. So now I need to substitute here. So where there's x here, I'll put 20. And where there's y, I'll put 1 y. Because this is x, This is y. All together?
Yes.
So I'll substitute here. So I'll say 60, open bracket, x is what? 20
20. Yeah.
plus then again 30. What the answer there? 10,
10.
10. Okay, do like this. Okay, then now I'll punch on the calculator and find the answer. Even for this one, I'll do the same. I'll say again 60, open bracket, I put 60,
Yes.
x is 60 there, then plus a 30. What is y?
10.
10 here. Then equals here. I'll find the answer again. Then again, this one again, I'll say 60 again. What's the number there? 20.
20. Yeah.
Then again, I'll put it plus a 30. What's the number there? 50.
Yes.
Like this, So which means I need to punch on the calculator and find the answer. So I'll say 60, open bracket, 20, then I'll find the answer, write the answer here down. So I must for calculator. So I'll say, I'll punch now, start with this, the first one here, which is 60, open bracket, 20, close bracket, plus what? 30, close, open bracket, 10, like this. The answer is 1,500. So here I'll get 1,500,
Yes.
Okay. Then here I'll go to the next one, Again I'll say 60, open bracket, 60 again, close bracket, plus what? Plus 30, open bracket, 10, close bracket, okay. So I'll get a 3,900, okay, this one, clear? Then I'll get to this one, which is 60 again, open bracket, what next? 20, close bracket, plus 30, open bracket, 20,
Sorry.
50, plus 50, 50,
Yeah.
50, close bracket. I'll get 2,000 what? 700, like this one. So which means I need to check for the question again. The question is saying, given that the profit on type A shares is 60 and on type B share is 30, how many shares of which type should be made for maximum profit? So we need to check for a number, the bigger number here that we have calculated. So here we have 1539 and 27. So this is a bigger number.
39.
So which means for this person to make profit, type A shares into have 60 and type B shares into have 10. So you get these values out together.
Yes.
So conclusion, therefore, for this person to make profit, he need to have 60, so 60 shares of type A out together.
Yes.
And 10 shares of type B out together.
Yes.
Like this, clear? So we're done. Then now the last question is saying calculate the maximum profit. So the maximum profit we need to check here. We just need to check for the largest number here. So the largest number is 399. So just we don't need even to solve. We just need to get this value. So question D, get it here. Question D will be, we just get the maximum profit was 3,900. This will be a final answer. So these are the answers for this question. Is it clear?
Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Very clear?
So this one is supposed to do it in a pencil or
No, you can use a pen. I mean a pencil in drawing, but writing you can use a pen.
writing.
So but drawing the lines and everything you can use a pencil. But drawing can use a what?
A pen.
A pen. I mean when writing like this, it also use a pen, but drawing a pencil. So this is the solution for this question. Clear?
Yeah.
So if it's possible, you can try to copy the question and try to solve it. Then you compare the answers. Hey.
Okay.